Update, my wife said if her ex had chosen her instead of his addictions, they would still be together. But now I have chosen something better than her, divorce. Part 2. The breakup, according to what Grace had told me, was painful but necessary. She gave him an ultimatum, either drugs or her. Logan chose drugs. Grace was devastated but decided to focus on her studies. It was not a question as such, but she told him that either he stopped using drugs, or she would leave. And so, one night, when he went to his bedroom, she noticed that he was under the influence. I knew Grace from college. We were friends, but not close. We started spending more time together about 6 months after her breakup with Logan, and we officially started dating almost a year later. I always thought that time had been enough to help Grace move on from her previous relationship. But now I wonder if it really was. Several people suggested that I should get DNA tests for my children. I want to be clear, I don't think there has been any deception on Grace's part, at least not during the time Madison and Mason were born. Our relationship was strong at the time, and I noticed nothing out of the ordinary in Grace's behavior. However, I guess you can never be 100% sure about these things. After much thought, I have decided to get tested, not because I truly believe the children aren't mine, but to have peace of mind and to completely rule out that possibility. It's more of an exercise to calm my own insecurities than a real suspicion of infidelity. The first days after my original post were tense. Grace continued her cold demeanor, and I felt more and more frustrated and hurt. The children definitely noticed that something was wrong, although we tried to maintain a normal appearance in front of them. Finally, on Wednesday, Grace broke her silence. It wasn't a long conversation, but at least it was a start. She approached me while I was working on my laptop in the living room and simply said, "I'm sorry." I looked up, surprised, and asked her why exactly she was sorry. Grace sat on the couch, needing a certain distance between us. For what I said at the party, she explained. I shouldn't have said that. I was drunk and spoke without thinking. I wanted to press further, ask her if she really meant what she said, or if she just regretted saying it out loud, but I held back. Instead, I told her, I appreciate your apology, but I think we need to have a conversation about this. Grace nodded, but I could see the apprehension in her eyes. I know, she said, but I need a little more time to sort out my thoughts. We can talk on Friday night. The children will be at my parents' house, and we will have privacy. I agreed to wait until Friday. Part of me wanted to resolve everything immediately, but it was better not to rush if I wanted to get to the bottom of this. The rest of the week has been a strange mix of tension and normalcy. Grace and I have started talking again, but our conversations are superficial, limited to topics related to the children or household chores. We've started sleeping in the same bed again, but the emotional distance between us is palpable. I've been trying to prepare myself mentally for